Welcome everyone to our discussion today on the topic of materialism, where we will discuss the definition of materialism, the causes of materialism, the effects of materialism, and how to solve the negative side effects of materialism. My name is Faras bin Hamid Al Johari, a PPISMP TESOL student from IPG campus Tun Hussein On. I will be acting as the moderator for today's discussion. First and foremost, I would like to introduce panels 1 and 2 of today's discussion. Would you please introduce yourself, Louis?
Hi, my name is Lui Yun. I am also a PPISMP TESOL student from IPG campus Tun Hussein On, and I will be one of the panels for today's discussion.
Thank you for your introduction, Louis. Now, could you please introduce yourself, Leandra?
Hello everyone, my name is Yoendra Selsinger, a PPI SMP TESOL student from IPG campus Tun Hussein On 2. I will also be a panel for today's discussion.
Now, let us turn our attention to the causes of materialism. Louis, how does the media, particularly social media, contribute to the rise of materialism?
Well, one of the primary ways in which social media causes materialism is through advertising and marketing. Advertisements are ubiquitous in today's media landscape, and they often promote material possessions as markers of happiness, success, and social status. Advertisers strategically design campaigns to create desires and reinforce the idea that acquiring specific products will lead to a better and more fulfilling life. They employ persuasive techniques such as appealing to emotions, creating a sense of urgency, and associating products with desirable lifestyles. By bombarding consumers with these messages, the media cultivates a culture of consumption and materialistic desires. The media's portrayal of celebrities and their extravagant lifestyles also contributes to materialism. Celebrities are often seen as cultural icons and trendsetters, and their lives are heavily covered by the media. Tabloids, gossip magazines, and entertainment news extensively showcase their opulent experiences, designer wardrobes, and luxurious possessions. This constant exposure creates a desire among the general population to emulate the lifestyles of their favorite celebrities. People may believe that acquiring similar material wealth and possessions will elevate their social status and bring them closer to perceived ideal of success and happiness.
Leandra, can you expand on the impact of globalization towards materialism?
Another cause is globalization. Globalization has fostered a culture of consumerism, where consumption is seen as a means of self-expression and identity. As people are exposed to diverse cultures and lifestyles through social media, the desire to acquire material possessions associated with certain cultures or identities increases. For example, the popularity of Western brands and lifestyles in many parts of the world has led to a pursuit of Western consumer goods as symbols of modernity and status. This desire to align with global trends and lifestyles can fuel materialistic attitudes and the belief that one's worth is tied to the possession of certain products. Moreover, globalization has also led to an increase of income disparities and wealth gaps between countries and within societies. As economic developments and foreign investments concentrate wealth in certain regions or among a small elite, the desire to accumulate material possessions as a display of social status intensifies. People may strive to acquire luxury goods and engage in conspicuous consumption to signal their success and elevate their social standing in a globalized world.
I think that both of you make very good points. So, I would like to give my own personal opinion. So, in my opinion, personal individual traits also contribute to materialism. One trait that can contribute to materialism is low self-esteem. Individuals with low self-esteem would often seek external validation and use materialistic possessions as a means to enhance their self-worth. They believe that by acquiring expensive or desirable goods, they can boost their social status and garner admiration from others. Material possessions can also serve as a temporary source of validation and a way to compensate for feelings of inadequacy or insecurity. Another personality trait associated with materialism is a lack of fulfillment in other areas of life. When individuals feel unfulfilled in aspects such as relationships, career, or personal growth, they ought to turn to material possessions as a source of happiness or a way to fill the void. This is because they believe that acquiring material goods will provide a sense of accomplishment or satisfaction that they are missing in other areas. This tendency to seek fulfillment through material possessions can perpetuate materialistic attitudes and behaviors. Now that we finished talking about the causes of materialism, let us discuss the effects of materialism. Louis, how do you think materialism contributes to financial stress?
Materialism can significantly contribute to financial stress in various ways. The relentless pursuit of material possessions, often driven by societal pressures and advertising, can lead individuals to spend beyond their means and accumulate debts. The desire to acquire the latest gadgets, luxury brands, or trendy items can result in impulsive buying and a lack of financial discipline. Individuals may rely on credit cards or loans to finance their purchases, leading to high interest payments and mounting debts. Moreover, materialistic attitudes can prioritize immediate gratification over long term financial stability, as individuals may prioritize spending on consumer goods instead of saving for emergencies or future goals. This lack of financial planning and excessive consumption can leave individuals vulnerable to financial hardships and create a cycle of stress and anxiety as they struggle to manage their financial obligations. The pressure to keep up with others' material possessions and maintain a certain lifestyle can also lead to a constant fear of falling behind or not meeting societal expectations, adding to the financial stress.
Thank you, Louis. Yondra, I would like to ask you, how does materialism contribute to social disruption?
Well, what I can say is materialism can contribute to social disruption by fostering a culture of individualism and competition, undermining social connections, and exacerbating social inequalities. The pursuit of material possessions often prioritizes personal gain and achievement over communal values and cooperation. This individualistic mindset can erode social cohesion and solidarity, leading to a breakdown in social bonds and a sense of disconnection among individuals and communities. Materialism can also fuel social comparison and envy, as individuals strive to acquire possessions that signify status and success. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and resentment, straining interpersonal relationships and creating a sense of division and competition. In addition to that, materialism tends to favor those with greater financial resources, contributing to widening wealth gaps and accelerating social inequalities. The emphasis on material wealth as a measure of success can reinforce social hierarchies and create a sense of injustice within society. This can lead to social tensions, discontent, and a lack of social cohesion.
Thank you for both of your sharing. I think that materialism also has a significant negative impact on the environment. The relentless pursuit of material possessions leads to overconsumption, resource depletion, and increased waste generation. The production of goods require the extraction of raw materials, leading to habitat destruction, deforestation, and the depletion of natural resources. Moreover, most manufacturing processes also release greenhouse gases and pollutants into the atmosphere, contributing to the global climate change and air pollution. The transportation of goods across the globe will further increase carbon emissions and energy consumption. Thus, the disposal of unwanted or outdated products contributes to the growing problem of waste management. Many items end up in landfills where they release toxic substances into the soil and water, further degrading the environment. The throwaway culture that materialism promotes encourages constant product turnover, leading to a cycle of production, consumption, and disposable that is unsustainable. Now, nearing the end of our discussion, let's discuss the solutions for the rise and negative side effects of materialism. Yandra, what role can parents play in combating materialism?
In my opinion, parents can lead by example and model non materialistic behaviors and values. By demonstrating contentment, gratitude, and the importance of relationships and experiences over material possessions, parents can show their children that true happiness and fulfillment come from within and not from material goods. In addition, foster critical thinking skills by encouraging children to question advertising messages and societal pressures that promote materialism is also another action that can be taken by parents. By teaching children to analyze the motives behind advertisements and consider the impact of their consumption choices on themselves and the environment, parents can help them to develop a discerning mindset. Also, parents can encourage gratitude and empathy in their students through the cultivation of a sense of gratitude for what they have and teaching empathy by considering the needs and perspectives of others. Parents can help children to develop a more balanced perspective on material possessions.
Thank you, Yandra. Now, I would like to ask you, Louis, what can schools do to address materialism?
Schools should incorporate financial literacy into the curriculum. By integrating financial education into the curriculum, schools can teach students about budgeting, saving, and responsible spending. Students can learn about the value of money, the consequences of impulsive buying, and the importance of long term financial planning. This knowledge equips them with the skills needed to make informed decisions and resist the allure of materialism. Schools can also prioritize experiential learning opportunities that emphasize the value of experiences over material possessions. For example, field trips, community service projects, and hands on activities provide students with meaningful experiences that broaden their perspectives and help them find fulfillment beyond material possessions. By highlighting the joy derived from shared experiences, schools can gradually shift the focus away from materialistic pursuits.
I agree with both of your opinions. Governments can also implement policies that discourage excessive materialism and encourage responsible consumption. For example, they can introduce regulations on advertising practices to reduce the promotion of materialistic values. They can also provide incentives for businesses that adopt sustainable production practices and create policies that promote a circular economy, resource conservation, and environmental protection. By shaping the regulatory environment, governments can influence societal attitudes and behaviors towards material possessions. Besides, governments can invest in public education, awareness, and awareness campaign to highlight the negative consequences of materialism and the benefits of non-materialistic values. These campaigns can target different age groups and include messages about the importance of well-being, relationships, and sustainable practices. By raising awareness and providing information, governments can also help shift societal norms away from materialistic pursuits. So, thank you for staying until the end. That will be the end of our discussion for today's session. Thank you and see you next time.